Okay, so we're here at the house, and I was here last night doing the demo on the flooring and the baseboards. I got an email yesterday telling me that they did a full paint on my house, and they did not do a full paint. So here you can see they did paint the walls here eggshell. And I'll show you the buckets in a minute. They're sitting over there. They did not do any repairs on the windows, as you can see. And they did not paint the ceilings. A full paint would be the ceilings. So here's my ceiling. They did not do a full paint. Okay, and then here's some more marks on the wall in the dining area. So that's all they did. They did this level, and that's all they did. They didn't do anything else. So they prepped for paint, they started, and then they stopped. And I told them I wanted the kitchen semi-gloss, and I want to show you the wall. There is no semi-gloss. This is all eggshell in the kitchen. Kitchen's always semi-gloss. So they didn't do the semi-gloss in here. They definitely didn't paint this door. Look at all this. A full paint would mean they would paint the door. Oh no, they did not do a full paint. And then here in the garage, well, one of my lights are out, they did this paint right here, but they didn't do any repairs. Look at that, they didn't do any texture. They just left it looking crappy. I'm like, why didn't you fix this? Why didn't you call me? Of course they don't. They just kind of do whatever they want. They leave me out of it. And then also, they didn't do the ceilings. Look, there's still screws up in the ceiling. They didn't paint the ceilings. So a full paint would mean ceilings. Nope, they didn't touch the ceilings. They did not do a full paint. And he said, we're gonna come back and do the full paint and do the semi-gloss and everything after we're done. So basically, they did all the prep for paint just for them to remove it and put it in trash cans out there. Those trash cans out there are full of the prep for paint, all the paper on the floor, because when they were installing the flooring, as you can see here, they were tearing it up and it was getting in their way. And I have pictures of it. Let me open this bag. Check that out. It's all the prep for paint. All the paper that was on the floor, all the tape. I had like, let's see here, there's 2 bags. There's 2 more over there in the trash. Here's the flooring. No, they did not do a full paint. Let's go into the bathroom. They painted the bathroom eggshell. I said I wanted it semi-gloss. It is not semi-gloss. It is eggshell. And he said he did a full paint job. That means the doors, look at that, the doors weren't done. There's dirt up there. No, that's not a full paint job. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's not a full paint job. Look at that. Doors weren't painted, entryways weren't painted, semi-gloss was not done in the kitchen and in the bathrooms as it should be with a complete paint. Ceilings were not painted the way it's supposed to be. Here we go, here's the first bedroom. Look at that. There's no paint up there. They took off the doors. The doors were not painted. Look at all that dirt. And you know what, that's not even dirt, that's permanent damage. Here we go, look at that. So if they had painted, these doors would be in great condition. The hinges aren't even painted, nothing. The entryways over here, and if they did a full paint, they would have painted the ceiling in this room. Look at this. They did not do the ceiling in this room. This is room 1. Let me open the window here to get a better view. Get some lighting in here. There's another shot on the ceiling. That is not a full paint. Okay, and then I don't know if you can see it, but there's blue bleeding through. This room was blue, and I told him, it's bleeding through. Are you gonna come back and paint it? Yeah. We're not done yet. The blue is bleeding through. You can see it really well. See that? All over, it's bleeding through. He said he was gonna come back and finish it. And I'm like, why don't you finish it now? That's not how we do it. So he started and didn't finish the paint. Okay, here's the second bedroom. Let me open the light here. If he didn't do the ceilings anywhere in the house, I promise you, he didn't do the ceilings in here. And there's blue. You can see blue bleeding through. This room was also blue. So that's all they did. And here, the bathroom is not semi-gloss, it is eggshell. He said he was gonna come back and do it later. And if he did a full paint, why would he have not painted my banisters? Here we go into this room. I'm gonna open up the window here for better lighting. Okay, so this room was white. This is not painted semi-gloss. Oops, sorry. This is not painted semi-gloss because if it was, you'd be able to see the difference between the room and the bathroom, and they look exactly the same. Everything's painted eggshell. He said he was going to go back and do it later, and he did not. And he didn't paint the ceilings in here either, and the reason why I know, let me see, where is it at? Oh, it's the other bathroom. Oh, here's the door. See how it's not painted? Look at that. That's not painted. Oh, it's the other bathroom. Let me go in the other bathroom. Yep, it's this one. Look at that. Spots on the ceiling. See that? Again, he did not paint the ceilings. No, this is the big bathroom. So nowhere have I found evidence that he painted the ceilings at all, which would include a full paint. He would paint the doors. He would paint these entryways that are obviously not painted. Look at that. No, he did not do full paint. And that is my proof and evidence as this video, as I'm walking through this house, that this was not a full paint. He just did the eggshell on the immediate walls that you can see and reach, and that was it. Nothing else was done. And he did the prep for paint, and then he stopped. He did some of the work, then he started the flooring, which they demolished the prep for paint, which means they would have to prep for paint again, more wasted time and backtracking after they finished the flooring, which they didn't finish the flooring either because they didn't put in the transitions. And I have photos for that too. Then they started the baseboards, and then the baseboards was just subpar. I just had to stop services with them. It was just too much, too many mistakes, poor workmanship, too much backtracking. It was terrible, terrible. Poor work, very poor work.